big crocodile. Good, we're good. We got it, Gary. We got the bait. How you going, you Garys? Thanks for your patience. Bushman Mick here. I'm on a river up in the top end of Australia, trying to catch some fish to eat. We're coming towards the end of the year. It's getting really warm, and there's all the human beings scatter off south into the cooler climates. The crocodiles up here are becoming a lot more active, so I've got to be extra careful. One tiny little cherubin is all I got in that trap. Oh well, it's just gonna have to do. I've got a few rods, we've even got a hand line. It might come in handy, especially amongst all these snaggy trees along here. And all I've got is bait, is that one cherubin and a tiny little barred grunter. I've caught barrows on these before, so we'll give him a go as well. I might try the trusty old prawn lure. It's done me well in the past. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Bushman Mick. I've been traveling and exploring all of Australia since 2018. Living out a four-wheel drive van, fishing, learning about bush tucker, learning all about the land. And right now, I'm really keen to catch myself a barramundi. Apart from the crocodiles being a lot more active, so are the barras. So it's a really good time of year, now that the water's getting a little bit warmer, and they're gonna start breeding soon, to catch a barra. I've still got a week or two left before the end of the season, so it is my last chance to get a barramundi. Chuck him on a hook, on the hand line, and we're gonna chuck him down amongst all these logs. Sit him on the bottom like that. Not too far out. One very small live cherubin going out. I don't expect this to last long. Everything eats cherubin, even the little archer fish. And now we wait. Big crocodile's right there behind me. That's another one. That's about 2-3 meters. A lot smaller than the big one. As soon as I moved to get the other camera, he just went straight under. I've got to be so careful here. Fish on, Gary. My favourite little archers. That's what I call an absolutely full-size archer fish. Not bad at all. You know what? I think I'm going to bleed him out and keep him. A little bit of lunch right there, just until I get a barramundi. Yeehaw. Tiny little barramundi came out. I'm going to use this one instead, just so we can land him and throw him back. He was just sitting right here. I got a barramundi. Unbelievable. That's the little one I saw. That's the world's smallest barramundi. Look how small he is. He's basically the same size as that archer fish. Oh man, that's so cute. He'd have to be like 30 centimeters, I reckon. Oh man, awesome, awesome, awesome. Right, I'm gonna chuck him back. That is so cool. All right, my friend. Chucking you back in the water. Watch out for those crocodiles, eh? There you are. So cute. Well, I guess you could say I'm on the board. One barramundi down. Another day in paradise for me. It is really warm out in the sun, up on the highways in the dusty dirt. But here by the river, where there's a beautiful canopy all along and a nice little breeze coming from the ocean, I'm really comfortable. I'm in my prime habitat right now, next to a river with fish, with plenty of trees and bush tuckers around. And it's really quiet too, there's not many people around at all. I love it. Oh, Gypsy van, home sweet home. Sun's out, getting a bit of solar. The dishes are nice and dry, beautiful. And blanket. Beautiful. All right, put the gear down here. I think we have a quick little bit of archer fish before we reassess the situation with fishing. Oh. All right, what we got going on here? Coconuts, coconut time, Gary. So, as you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coconuts here. I'm on coconut rations at the moment, and my next coconut destination is about 3 days away. So that means today I can have, what's that, 7 divided by 3. I can have 2 and a little bit. We'll just say 2. These 2. I know where most of the coconut trees are around the top end of Australia. I've got my spots. I know I can get some drink, some food for free. Normally I have a stainless steel straw to drink my coconut, but recently I lost it. So I've made my own straws out of bamboo. Very thin bit of bamboo, just cut with an angle grinder so you don't split it. That's all you need. Getting pretty hot, Gary. I think it's time to pull out the awning. I've hooked up my awning to an electric motor so I can pull it out a little bit or a lot really quickly and easily. Comes in really handy when it's raining, or if I'm like in a town environment where I just need a little bit to keep the water from getting inside. I don't have a fire going yet. Probably won't get one going. It's pretty warm. Might just fillet the archer fish up and eat it like that. Oh, check this out. When I was on my straw making little mission, I invented a whole new straw. It's called the Big Kahuna by popular vote. Basically, while I'm driving, I can sit here like that and use 2 hands for extra safety on the road and drink at the same time. Basically, I can drink and drive. Non-alcoholic, of course. And it also doubles up as a dart blower. You know, if you want to like hunt some prey, or if you got to shoot one of the enemies in some rebel warfare. Tiny little fillets for lunch. Yeah, fillet archer fish. Couple beautiful little archer fish fillets for lunch, Gary. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. What else have we got to eat today? Oh yeah, a couple of these bad boys. Now these I picked quite recently. Up in the top end of Australia, we're absolutely abundant with mangoes. Now these aren't the type of mangoes that you buy from the supermarket that have been cultivated, but these are the OG mangoes from a long time ago, the original strain, so to speak. Originated in India and were brought to Australia in the 1800s by the settlers, and they were planted all around towns, cattle stations, highways, you name it. So to this day, they're still absolutely everywhere up here. So I picked a whole lot, chucked them in the fridge. And these guys are usually called common mangoes, and they're perfectly fine to eat. However, I find that not a lot of people do eat them, mainly because they're not as big as your cultivated varieties, which have obviously been crossbred to create superior mangoes that are larger and have less stringy fibers. These ones are quite stringy, and I find that after eating them, I'm always getting lots of little bits of string out of my teeth. But hey, for some free tucker out here in the bush, especially straight out of the fridge, I think it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Good stuff. Oh, not bad at all. There we have it. Basically all bush tucker caught and foraged. Yeah, let's get into it. Oh, a bit of archer fish, Gary. I prefer the archer fish cooked whole in the fire, but hey, good enough. Good enough till I get a barramundi. It's very, very hot now. Very hot. It's time for a cool down. Let's go down the river. This is a good spot right here. I've got something to hold on to so I don't fall in. Water! Oh yeah, water, water, water. Give me the water. I got the water. Time for a bucket shower. Oh, so good. Get the shorts as wet as possible. Keeps me cooler for that much longer. And now that breeze creates natural air conditioning. Oh, feels like about 19 degrees now instead of 36. All right, things are about to get serious right now. No more mucking around. We got to catch a barramundi. I'm going to go ultra lightweight, one small pack, one knife, one of these things. 7 litre lines, fluorocarbon, no live bait, no worries. We're going to get them on the lures. Haha, let's do it. Down to the snaggy trees. I bet there's a few barras waiting down there, ready to bust up on my lure. Come on, Mr. Barramundi. Fish on, Gary, fish on. It's so small. It's not even a barra. It's an archer fish, of course. Another tiny little archer fish. Got cuties. That's funny. All right, I'm chucking you back in. Stop moving. See you later, buddy. Deep into the wilderness we go in search for a barramundi. Now we have to navigate trees and branches and all kinds of stuff and crocodiles. I don't know how I'm going to land a fish here, but I'm going to give it a go, see what happens. Which way shall we go? Let's go this way. It's getting very thick here, but I can see the water. Oh, I know what these are. Let's grab one of these. Oh, I can see a little crocodile. He's a small one, he'd be about 1 metre. Oh, beautiful, not a bad little shady spot here. I'm looking at the scrub right here. I can see 3 different vines that are all edible. Did you know in Australia that we actually have our very own native grapes? And right here, we have one which isn't quite ready yet to eat. I believe the fruits have already dropped off. And this one, I reckon, would be Cissus trifolia. And as you can see right here, this is the part where the grapes would have been sitting on. Just like the grapes that you buy in the shop. Except most of the varieties that we have here, they don't taste as nice. Some of them are tasty. These ones would be edible, but I've never tried them before when they're in season, so I can't tell you how nice they are to eat. The thing about native grapes is sometimes they can make your tongue or your throat feel a little bit tingly, or they might not taste the sweetest. So it's always very wise when tasting bush tuckers, number 1, to know exactly what you're dealing with, and number 2, just to put it in your mouth first without swallowing it to see if there's any reaction. Oh, we're in luck. There's actually a couple little ones there that are still green that haven't ripened yet. Now this vine has a few names, but it's commonly known as stinking passion fruit or bush passion fruits. And I love them because these ones aren't ready yet, but when they go orange, you can open it up and inside there's a little bit of pulp inside that's quite tasty. And you just suck the pulp out. But when they're green, they say that you shouldn't eat them because they can be a little bit toxic. So, and they're extremely common. I've been eating these all throughout the East Coast, from New South Wales all the way up to the tip of Queensland, across the top end of Australia, through the Northern Territory, and even Western Australia, in the Kimberleys. These days, most people consider them as a native bush tucker, but the books say that they're actually originated from the Americas. Now, I don't know how they got here. I don't know how true that is, but the birds still eat them. I've seen white cockatoos munching on them all the time. So they've obviously spread the seeds all around. Turns out we are in luck. Here's one. There's nice and orange. And basically you just split it open and it's got all this beautiful little white and black pulp in there, which you just suck out. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love them. That little croc just poked his head up to get a bit of air. And he was actually a freshwater crocodile, which I'm really surprised to see because the saltwater crocodile is here as well. And the salties will eat freshwater crocodiles. In fact, salties will eat just about anything, including their very own kind and humans. So I'm going to take a couple of steps back. Now, growing amongst the native grapes here, there's another vine, the third and final one, which has this leaf right here. And if you grow vegetables at home, it may look familiar to you. Apart from that leaf, it also has this yellow flower here. And it may look familiar to you, especially if you grow cucumbers. Now that's the vegetable that was growing on it. As you can see, it's dried out, but this plant actually is in the cucumber family. And when it's very young and green and soft, it is edible and tastes just like a store-bought cucumber. Now, the exact name of this plant is still a bit of a mystery to me. I've been researching it for a little while now, and the closest thing I could find is loofah, which is in the cucumber family and apparently comes from Asia. Inside of this dried out pod here, there is this inside, this fibrous, interesting looking thing, which is actually a loofah, as in a loofah used in the bathroom that ladies use and so on. I'm not sure if it's native or introduced. There's very little information on it. In Australia, being so close to Asia and once being connected, a lot of our plants are related. So this could very easily be its own independent species. It's separated from the Asian species of cucumber, or it could actually have been introduced to the north end of Australia. Don't forget, Australia does have a very rich history of Chinese settlement in the early days, because a lot of the north end of Australia was considered inhospitable to European white Australians. So contracts and deals with China to send over workers who did a lot of the gold mining and even pearl diving in the top end. They obviously brought a lot of their own food and vegetables to grow. So I wouldn't be surprised if these are the escapees from farming in the very early days. Oh, got him. Got him. Good hook up. Good hook up. And just like that, I got myself a beautiful eating barramundi. Haha, very happy with that. Yeah, mission complete. Oh yeah, back to the chopping board. Oh, today's a great day. I caught myself a barramundi. Woo! That's just made my day. All right, time to do some work. I'm not out here trying to get the biggest barramundi on the block. The bigger ones, they don't taste as good. And they're a lot harder to land, especially on these steep banks in croc country. So I'm very happy with barras in the 60s, 70s, around that size. Oh, it's a good little barra. Good little barra. I want to cut it like that today. One beautiful fillet. More fish for the fish department. Going in. Ah, it's mango time. What is for dinner tonight? Well, we got barramundi, and I'm going to fill up this pot with a little bit of tank water. At the moment, I'm just using my tank water for cooking and for drinking, and the rest I do on the river. I've got some sweet potatoes for my very last shopping session. Into the water they go. Little bit of buckwheat flour for my barramundi fillet. The flour also helps it to cook a bit better, I find, and give it a nice little coating on the outside. And in the bush with Bushman Mick. A little bit of coconut oil. Coat the pan so it doesn't stick. Boom, 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 boom. One of my secrets to staying fit and healthy is I don't use any cheap oils like vegetable oil, canola, sunflower, and all the rest that are cheap. The time has come to flip the fish, because I like to cook on stainless steel because they last so much longer, these pans, and they don't have all that Teflon stuff that comes off and ends up in your body. When I flip my fish, I tend to get the temperature back to 100 degrees. And that's perfect. Look, no sticky. No sticky at all. Cycle this water for cleaning. Yeah. Now I'm going to mash the potatoes up and add Himalayan salt. Lots and lots of Himalayan salt. I always carry lots of butter with me. Like probably 2 blocks of butter in my fridge. Oh where are we going to have our dinner tonight and watch the sunset? Technically I can't see it because it's behind the trees, but still, over here on the bank, let's sit on the bank of the river and look out for the crocodiles. And there we have it, amigos. Another day in my office, doing what I do, just the usual. And now I'm going to enjoy my dinner on the river. I look out for crocodiles. Oh, we can try the barramundi. All right, the water here is not flowing, but it's still quite full. So I reckon this barra should taste all right. Yep, it's a good barra. It's not fishy. It tastes just like a saltwater one, I reckon. Hope everyone enjoyed today's episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, give me a like, give me a comment. And also, if anyone needs to contact me, or if you want to see what I get up to on a more kind of daily basis, well, not daily, but like a weekly basis, behind the scenes, I've got my Instagram page at Bushman Mick. I also do telephone calls, so if anyone wants to reach out and book in a telephone call, or even if you just want to say good day or maybe ask a very simple, short question, you can email me as well. My email address is on the homepage of my YouTube account. See you next week. Take care. Over and out.